All right, it's 7 o'clock. I'd like to call the meeting to order. Please stand for the pledge.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please note that Mayor McNeil and Councilmember Rungard are absent. First item this evening under old business is the approval of minutes. The regular meeting minutes of March 19th, 2026 were provided for review. Has everybody had an opportunity to review it? Any questions? Hearing none, I'd entertain a motion to approve the regular meeting minutes of March 19th, 2026 as presented.
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Please call the roll.
Mr. Robinson.
Yes.
Mr. Pierce.
Yes.
Mrs. Hatcher.
Yes.
Mr. Gardner.
Yes.
Mr. Kirby.
Yes.
Mr. Kowalski.
Yes.
Mr. Garvey.
Yes.
That was the only item under old business. The next item is audience participation. Is there anyone in the audience who would like to address the council on an item that is not on the agenda? I'd also like to note that we have a 3-minute timer this evening.
I'll talk quick.
You're good, Jeanette.
Good evening, council members. I am here on 2 issues this evening. One of them is the comprehensive plan. I must tell you that I'm really disappointed that I was not selected to be a member of the advisory committee. Having been on 5 other ones, maybe I'm being selfish about this. My problem, though, is if you review the list, we have an awful lot of people who are business people. I don't see the people that were here for the RHID. Some of those people should be here with us on this. We should have older people in the group. We should have high schoolers. Maybe the forensics team should come and do this, because it would open up a really much broader and wider sphere of residents. I really would like you to consider that. My other issue has to do with trash. We've all had a wonderful day with our trash cans, but that isn't the reason I'm here, because we used to have a pride committee. And this was community pride, to make sure the place looked reasonably tidy. We do not have that committee anymore, and I don't believe we need to establish that, but maybe some of our other organizations could expand this, and maybe the city could also go ahead and develop a cleanup day. Because I know Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts, they come and help the Lions Club do things. The Lions Club, the Kiwanis, will all help have a major cleanup, hopefully before they start mowing, because then it looks twice as bad as it's going to look right now. So those are things I would like you to put on the agenda maybe and have a consideration of. Thank you.
Thank you, Jeanette. I'd like to mention there's a day in the next couple of weeks that we are going to have a trash cleanup.
April 22nd.
So
And is that on the highways? Do we all come out and do this?
Tim?
Yeah, we're still working out the details,
Okay.
but it was Earth Day, I think, so it's a Wednesday later in April. We're going to have city staff do it. We're going to ask the council, and if there's any civic groups that
I'm
want
sure
to
there will be.
participate also.
All right.
We were planning on starting at 8:30 a.m. that day. So once the school,
Wednesday, though, right?
yeah, it's a Wednesday.
Well,
So
the
we'll,
retirees can definitely step up for that.
yeah, well, hopefully, yeah, the school traffic will be dissipated by that point. Then we plan on doing it for 2.5 hours,
Okay.
and we'll get some
Great.
pizza afterward.
Oh, we will. Good.
I would just say, I would be leery of putting anybody on the highway.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. I mean, a lot of it would be staff doing it too. We'd have the reflective vests and things like that.
At the speed people drive and whatnot, if you're gonna do anything, anybody volunteer to do the highway.
Thank you.
That's all I have to say.
Thank you, Jeanette. Is anyone
I
else?
agree with Jeanette, though. You know what I missed most about that pride was the yard award. Remember the yard award? They would put a sign in someone's yard
Right.
and recognize them for taking pride in their property.
Absolutely, and
Yeah.
we have, some of our businesses have made efforts recently to really make their buildings look very nice, very tidy.
Absolutely.
We aren't recognizing them, I'm sorry. If you want good people to keep doing good things, you have to sometimes say, wow, that's a good job.
Attaboy.
Thank you.
Yeah, Jeanette, there's no need to be sorry. You bring up a great point, and someone even emailed me prior to, and I brought it up at a prior council meeting, so you're not the only one that feels that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone else in the audience? All right, thank you. Next item is presentations. The first item on the presentations for the Citizens Academy. I'll read my spiel and then we'll come up there and hand out some things. Citizens Academy 2025-2026 graduation. This year we have 6 graduates who committed to 1 meeting a month for 7 months, from September to May. This annual class is an interactive way for Lansing residents and business owners to learn how the city works and how much things cost to run. Participants must live or own a business within the USD 469 footprint and be at least 15 years old to take the class. It's free to participate, and several of the classes are held on-site at featured departments. Registration is now open for the 26-27 class and is limited to 10 participants. If you want to know more, please go to the city website. So what we're going to do, we'll hand out the plaques, take an individual picture and then a picture as a group. The first individual recognized this year is Lenny Gates. Ray Johnson. Tiffany Matina. Chris Pierce. John Saratakas. He looks like an old Boy Scout guy. Like a scout. All right, can we come up and take a picture as a group?
I've known him for years.
We could.
Oh, did we? Did you hear what she said?
Yeah. I'm waiting.
I don't know what she's doing. She said we should stand behind her or something. I don't know. She's over here directing. I don't know what she's doing. Are we?
All right, 1, 2, 3. Good. Take a bunch of these and make add them later.
You can get the rest of them.
Okay, and now we're gonna get the rest of the council to come in, and you guys can, Mr. Governor, stand right there, and then come this way.
Come on, Jay.
Josh was such a
Maybe we're struggling. Thanks.
Cool. Miss Hatcher, if you can take like 3 inches this way. Good. And then Ms. Robinson, I want you to come stand next to Mr. Gardner. Jesse, you stay right there. Okay. Do you want to do this? 3, 2, 1. There we go. We want to look
My house won't tell me anything. I'm just gonna, they don't know. I could have 2 different shoes on, they wouldn't know.
Hey, Pete, get on my chair.
Oh, sorry. What am I doing? Your chair is actually more comfortable than my chair.
Congratulations to this year's graduates. I know several of us have taken it. Don't forget there's opportunities to volunteer. It's a nice precursor to it.
That's the first step, right there.
The second item under presentations is for Child Abuse Prevention Month proclamation. The city was approached by the First Judicial District CASA Association to sign a proclamation declaring the month of April as National Child Abuse Prevention Month. Representatives from the CASA will be present to receive the proclamation. I'll come down and read it and present the proclamation. Whereas our children are our most valuable resources and will shape future of our communities, and a majority of child abuse and neglect occurs when people find themselves in stressful situations that are preventable, but without community resources and support, they don't know how to cope. And child abuse and neglect not only direct harm to children, but also increase the likelihood of criminal behavior, substance abuse, health problems such as heart disease and obesity, and risky behaviors such as smoking. And child abuse and neglect is a community problem that can be reduced by making sure each family has the support of prevention programs created among social service agencies, schools, faith communities, civic organizations, law enforcement agencies, and business community. And together we can strengthen the support families in raising their children in a safe, nurturing way. Now therefore, on behalf of Anthony R. McNeil, Mayor of the City of Lansing, State of Kansas, is hereby proclaim April 2026 as Child Abuse Prevention Month. I'd like to present you with this. There are no more items under presentation. We'll move on to new business. First item under new business is a public hearing, CID Town Center South. The City Council will open a public hearing on the proposed Community Improvement District to receive public comment regarding their request. We need to make a motion to open the public hearing on the proposed Community Improvement District.
So moved.
Second.
Been moved and seconded to open the public hearing. Please call the roll.
Mr. Robinson?
Yes.
Mr. Pierce?
Yes.
Mrs. Hatcher?
Yes.
Mr. Gardner?
Yes.
Mr. Kirby?
Yes.
Mr. Kowalski?
Yes.
Mr. Garvey?
Yes.
Does anyone in the audience want to discuss or is here to talk about the CID? We are planning to table this until the 16th, but you're more than welcome to discuss it now.
Except for this.
No, keep going, 2 more slides.
Yeah.
Does anyone from the council have any questions?
Nope.
Will the community have an opportunity to discuss at the next, on the 16th, when we meet to?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tim, we're tabling this because of the notification and the timing, right?
Yeah, we had to publish it a few weeks ago, and I think there's just some last minute negotiations and things to be ironed out. So April 16th is when we'll discuss it, but we had already published. So.
Okay.
Mr. Kowalski, might I interject something real quickly?
Go ahead, Greg.
Could we use the language continue instead of table? I just don't want any confusion with closing or anything. If we just say continue the open meeting until then, that would be fine, or public comment until then, that'd be fine.
Yes, sir. No problem.
All right, thank you.
Anyone from the council have anything to say? Or are we going to wait till the 16th?
I'm good.
Okay. With that, I'll entertain a motion to continue the public hearing and further consideration of the item for the April 16th, 2026 meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Been moved and seconded that we continue the public hearing until April 16th. Please call the roll.
Mr. Robinson?
Yes.
Mr. Pierce?
Yes.
Mrs. Hatcher?
Yes.
Mr. Gardner?
Yes.
Mr. Kirby?
Yes.
Mr. Kowalski?
Yes.
Mr. Garvey?
Yes.
The next item is ordinance number 1145, rezoning Lot 8, Lansing Business Center. Ordinance number 1145 rezones a 1.1 acre vacant parcel within the Lansing Business Center from B3 Regional Business District to I1 Light Industrial District. The Planning Commission reviewed the
We need to
case
close the open
RZ.
meeting.
We did. We didn't.
Okay.
Okay, I was confused, sorry.
You good?
Sorry.
You're good. Review the case RZ 26 Triple Lot 1 application at the March 18th, 2026 meeting and recommended approval 6-0. Adoption will allow the city to position this site better for future industrial investment while maintaining consistency with adopted land use policy. The action is to adopt ordinance 1145, rezoning the subject property from B3 to I1.
So moved.
Second.
Been moved and seconded that we rezone the property. Any discussion?
Have they planted anything over there yet? You know if they're going to do anything with that hill?
With the hill particularly, no. But I think they're going to try to front load their building so that they don't have to get into the hill very much, if at all.
Josh, this is similar to what we did a month ago with the boring.
Yeah. So on your map, that purple area, there we go, if that works, was rezoned 2-3 months ago. Same type of thing. We have actually spoken with the owners of the majority of this property, trying to figure out if we want to just do a mass rezoning, but that's a separate conversation for another night. It was industrial at one point. It went business. It's going back industrial.
Light industrial.
Light industrial. Light industrial.
And even though it's adjacent to Gilman, the only way in will be through the industrial park, right?
Correct.
Right.
Yep.
Okay.
Through that cul-de-sac. As Mr. Gardner mentions, there's a grade there, and then we're not giving it. We will not be granting access to Gilman.
So just to be clear, we're not going to see smokestacks and anything
No,
like that.
not
Let's just-
currently. No.
Let's kill that right now.
No. So the owners have been in business in Leavenworth County for, let's call it 5 to 7 years, and they are looking for a place to expand their business. This popped up, and they purchased it outright already, and now the plan is to get a site plan through. So.
Anything else? That's been moved and seconded. Call the roll.
Mr. Robinson?
Yes.
Mr. Pierce?
Yes.
Mrs. Hatcher?
Yes.
Mr. Gardner?
Yes.
Mr. Kirby?
Yes.
Mr. Kowalski?
Yes.
Mr. Garvey?
Yes.
Okay, the next item, request to purchase replacement sewer jet vac truck. The 2026 base budget included funds to replace the department's 1999 sewer jet truck with a combination jet vacuum truck. Staff worked with representatives from 2 manufacturers and the cooperative purchasing site, Sourcewell, to create a new truck to fit Lansing's needs. Sufficient funds are available in the utilities 2026 base budget, which is an enterprise fund directly from the wastewater budget and has nothing to do with property taxes. The action is a motion to approve the bid from Red Equipment in the amount of $592,645, base bid of $564,425 plus a 5% contingency, and to authorize the city administrator to execute a lease for purchase agreement with Commerce Bank.
So moved.
Second.
So moved and seconded. Do we have any questions for Tony?
Yeah, Tony, I've got, in that report, it says there's like a 44% fuel savings with this. What's new? Is that from their previous model or from what we're using right now?
Great question. This new unit will actually have dual engines.
Yep.
One is a diesel engine and one is a gasoline engine. So one of the main benefits of this truck is we're able to shut the main diesel engine off and power the jetter with a smaller gasoline engine. So that really cuts down on not only fuel consumption, but also operator safety and not being standing right next to, that big diesel engine that's just whining away. So
Okay.
I don't think we'll realize that big of a fuel savings because this thing's not going to be used 80 hours, continuously. But throughout the industry, those are the types of fuel savings they've realized.
Okay. And also you had some, said there was pros and cons with both bids. I saw the pros with the increase in degree of rotation on this one, the length of the hose, and obviously the warranties are a lot better on the one that you proposed for the pump and tanks. But what are the cons? Are there any?
So the main benefit of a Vactor unit, the competitor, is it uses a ramjet style pump, which you can turn the flow down, and that allows you to decrease pressures inside the pipe. Whereas the VACCON, you cannot. You're running at a constant pressure. You can always throttle down, but you're going to maintain the existing PSI. But the VACCON has a 3-stage fan versus a 2-stage, and that really allows us to pull debris from a lot deeper. So those were really the two biggest trade-offs between the two. And I'd rather have the protection of a fan with 3 stages versus, one pump that, we can vary the flow rate.
That was I saw there was a 1 and a 3-stage pump. Is that where you were just talking about, or were you talking about the fans?
There's the fan stages, like kind of towards the middle top, it shows 2 and 3 stage.
Yeah.
So that just has to do with the amount of suction that you're able to build.
Okay.
It's like a giant shop vac. So the VACCON units got considerably more lifting power to be able to go deeper and to lift heavier material.
Tony, does this come with nozzles for the jetter?
That comes with 2.
Okay.
We have some proprietary stuff that, we like that works a little bit better than, factory standard stuff, but we'll look at those down the road. We're going to give all of our current nozzles that are on our existing truck, they're jetted for that size of hose and that flow rate, so they'll go with the truck to the street department. So
Okay.
we'll have to add a couple in the inventory over time.
Okay. Awesome. So we're the existing trucks going to street department for use on storm
Correct.
projects or whatnot.
Yep.
Okay. Anything else?
Just answered mine.
Oh, it's been approved and seconded. Call the roll.
Mr. Robinson?
Yes.
Mr. Pierce?
Yes.
Mrs. Hatcher?
Yes.
Mr. Gardner?
Yes.
Mr. Kirby?
Yes.
Mr. Kowalski?
Yes.
Mr. Garvey?
Yes.
Next item is resolution number B2206, lease purchase approval. Bids were solicited from local banks to finance the purchase of the sewer jetback truck. Commerce Bank responded with the most favorable rate of 4.11%. The winning terms require $250 escrow payment, annual payments of $100,057, $229.27, with the first of 4 equal payments becoming due on April 24th, 2026. I need a motion to adopt the resolution number B2206, a resolution authorizing the City of Lansing, Kansas to enter into a lease purchase transaction and to approve the execution of certain documents in connection therewith.
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that we approve the lease purchase. Any questions around this one? Is each payment going to be for that $154,000 annually? So one time a year we're going to make that big of a payment?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a schedule. I think it got thrown in under your agenda
it's
item.
here. Yeah, it's
I think
on
it's
the,
a penny off. The
Okay.
last payment's a penny off because of rounding. But yeah, they're all equal payments.
Anybody have any questions for Beth or Tony? Okay. Thank you. We have a motion and a second. Call the roll, please.
Mr. Robinson?
Yes.
Mr. Pierce?
Yes.
Mrs. Hatcher?
Yes.
Mr. Gardner?
Yes.
Mr. Kirby?
Yes.
Mr. Kowalski?
Yes.
Mr. Garvey?
Yes.
All right, the next item is the seasonal right-of-way mowing bids. Bids were solicited for seasonal right-of-way mowing. The mowing area is defined as a 12.6 acres primarily along Main Street. The season typically consists up to 28 mowings for a total of $18,172 at the bid amount of $649 per mow. I'm looking for a motion to award the 2026 seasonal right-of-way mowing contract to Big Duke Solutions for the bid amount of $649 per mow with 4% annual adjustments as submitted.
So moved.
Second.
Been moved and seconded that we award contract for the right-of-way mowing to Big Duke Solution. Any questions?
Is it Big Duke's out of Bonner Springs?
Blue Springs.
Blue Springs?
Bonner.
Bonner
Oh, is
Springs.
it
Okay,
Bonner?
well, I pulled it up on the internet. All I could find was Wichita, so.
This is the vendor here. He can answer any specific questions too.
Okay. And it's just, have we ever hit over 28 in the report? It said the maximum we've had is 28 mows.
We typically have a little bit less than that,
Yeah.
but you never know.
Yep.
When you've got a wet, our schedule calls for weekly mowings, and then in July we go to every other week in half of August. But we've also, with
Sometimes
this rain,
it's more than that.
we're
Yep.
probably going to be mowing soon, and so 28 is just the number we budget.
Okay.
See, I've already mowed twice. So
We have not yet mowed the right of way, but we do not fertilize the right of way.
that's where I'm making my mistake.
Yeah.
So this is not the same company from last year.
No, we offered them, but they were significantly less, and I don't believe that they were interested in that. The contract allows for either party to not renew, and they chose to not renew. They were last year's was $500 a mow. That's a lot for 12.6 acres.
We talked about that last year.
Yep.
Yeah.
But they did a great job. Kudos to them. They performed very well. But I think at that rate, especially with escalating fuel costs, I can understand why they're concerned.
Sure.
It was a lot cheaper when the prisoners mowed it, but I don't want to go there.
Any other questions for Mike or the contractor?
Oh, thank you.
Okay. We have a motion and a second. Please call the roll.
Mr. Robinson?
Yes.
Mr. Pierce?
Yes.
Mrs. Hatcher?
Yes.
Mr. Gardner?
Yes.
Mr. Kirby?
Yes.
Mr. Kowalski?
Yes.
Mr. Garvey?
Yes.
Okay. Next item's also for Mike. It's the purchase of a 30-inch cold planer for asphalt maintenance. Proposed Virene PLR 30-inch cold planer is recommended and supplied by VLP, which is the same supplier as our recently purchased skid steer loader. We have been assured that this is the most compatible equipment. This is one of the most utilized pieces of equipment during the asphalt maintenance season. It is used to remove deteriorated asphalt in 30-inch strips, resulting in more uniform and appropriately sized patches. We're looking for a motion to authorize the Public Works Department to purchase the PLR 30 cold planer from VLP Equipment in the amount of $26,509.58.
So moved.
Second.
Been moved and seconded to allow Public Works to purchase a cold planer. Any questions for Mike?
Kenny's also here if you have any specific asphalt type cold planer.
Just the contact lasted 15 years. We bought it in 2010.
That's correct.
It lasted 15 years. Does this one have a warranty with it, or?
It does have a manufacturer's warranty. It's only about a year though. So
Was that the same with the last one?
It was.
It still lasted 15 years. What are the plans for that one? You just gonna?
At this point, we're going to hold on to it. Like we said, we've got a quote of $12,190
Yeah.
to fix it. We're going to see where we're at the end of the year. You hate to. I don't think it's going to be worth much on Purple Wave, but we'll kind of probably address that later in the year.
Yeah, so I can maybe.
One option is to fix it, and then we'll have another one. This piece of equipment is very intensely utilized in the summer. You'll we patch probably 50% of the year with this thing.
Yeah, thank you.
Any more questions? All right, we have a motion and a second. Please call the roll.
Mr. Robinson?
Yes.
Mr. Pierce?
Yes.
Mrs. Hatcher?
Yes.
Mr. Gardner?
Yes.
Mr. Kirby?
Yes.
Mr. Kowalski?
Yes.
Mr. Garvey?
Yes.
Okay, no other items this evening. Any department heads? Quite a few here. Nothing. City attorney?
Nothing to report, Mr. Kowalski.
Tim?
We spoke a little bit about that Earth Day cleanup. Again, April 22nd, we're going to meet at City Hall at 8:30. We're working out the routes of where we will go, I guess. But we'd love volunteers from any civic clubs to participate, or any members of the governing body to participate as well. And a lot of what sparked this, feedback from residents like Jeanette, feedback from Mr. Pierce, and also kind of the desire to spruce up Lansing a little bit with the World Cup coming to town. So April 22nd is the cleanup.
Why did we pick April 22nd? It's
it's a Wednesday. It's Earth Day.
It's Earth Day,
That
so
is
we're doing
Earth
it.
Day, yeah.
It's inconvenient for some of the folks that may want to participate that can't because they'll be at work. I understand. Earth Day, we got to do it on Earth Day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So I had a meeting with the Guidance Center recently about expansion of the Ride LV program into Lansing. Like we'd spoken about, we're not eligible for that grant or anything for a new bus until probably 2028. However, it sounds like there is a 2013 14 passenger bus we may be able to utilize. That is it right there. So there would be some expenses to probably have it detailed, probably get it wrapped so it looks comparable to the rest of the Ride LV fleet. But that is potentially the vehicle that we'd be looking at. We spoke a little bit about timelines. I think if everything goes well and smoothly, they thought maybe September 1st for expansion into Lansing, September 1st, 2026, so this year, and then 2027 also. But again, if it starts this year, for this year, and then again for 2027, there wouldn't be any grant dollars for that. So we would be funding the cost of the driver and vehicle maintenance fully from our regular budget. There wouldn't be any grant costs. And we thought the full year would be about $55,000. So this year we'd be responsible for 4 months of that if it begins on September 1st. One other thing to keep in mind, and again, we're still kind of working out the details, because this vehicle is separate from the Ride LV fleet that services Leavenworth. This one would kind of be dedicated to Lansing. There would be a driver dedicated to Lansing, whereas in 2028, I think they would become more interchangeable. As a result of that, one of the things that the Guidance Center brought up, since $55,000 basically pays for one driver, if that driver is sick at the last minute, or if the bus breaks down and is down for a week, there wouldn't be any overlap. So rides in Lansing would be temporarily down for a couple of days or a week or something like that. So that first year and 4 months, it'd be the same program, same app. They'd drive people to Leavenworth, drive Leavenworth people to Lansing, but the buses would be separate. So that's one thing that we're kind of working through. Any questions on the Ride LV program or any thoughts on
So
it?
if we go this away, does that mean we can't apply for a 2028 grant?
Oh, no, we definitely would apply. But again, the grant isn't open until this fall. And then even if you're successful, you wouldn't find out you're successful until spring of 2027. And then you wouldn't get the bus probably until 2028. So it's just, there's a long lead time.
Yep.
So.
Well, and this isn't just for seniors, this is for anybody.
Correct. And I think one of the things Leavenworth has had a lot of success with is people getting rides to their jobs. So it's been helpful for businesses in Leavenworth, been helpful for people going to their jobs, and seniors as well. Yeah.
And it's not free.
It is $2 a ride. Yeah. And I think most of the time they try to steer people toward the app. There's an app that I guess it's very user-friendly. The app shows where the bus is. So like if you call in a ride, someone was telling me it's almost like FedEx. You can see where the bus is, if it's 5 blocks away from your house, 2 blocks away from your house, so you know when it'll be there. So the app is very handy and helpful.
And like Uber does that.
Yes, someone was saying it's comparable to that. It's a very handy app.
Just take anywhere in Lansing and Leavenworth.
Correct. But again, just for that first year and 4 months or however long, that one would probably be dedicated to Lansing, and the Leavenworth ones would stay up there. So,
how many passengers is this bus? Sorry.
14 passengers.
14.
And it has an ADA ramp on the back as well.
Because if you have 16 or more, you have to have a CDL. So you don't have to have a CDL for this bus then.
And the Guidance Center is the one who oversees all of that, but it's a 14-passenger bus. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Has anybody that's blind used the app? Do we know like how ADA friendly it is?
That I don't know.
I do know we have visually impaired people in the community, so maybe we can get a volunteer tester. So
yeah, I'm not positive. Okay. Like I said, it's that same app that the city of Leavenworth uses. So I mean, I would imagine if there's visually impaired people up there, we might know. Maybe it's been successful up there.
The problem with the app is, and I'll use my mom as an example, because she She used to use the, what's the other bus service in town called?
There's one for the Council on Aging, but that's more
Yeah,
like.
that one's more expensive than this one, but she doesn't use a cell phone very well, so the app isn't very user-friendly to her because of her age. So, and I think a lot of people that ride the bus are older people who struggle with technology, just my opinion.
Is there like a phone number they can just call inside of the app?
There is a phone number where people can call for dispatch as well. Again, I think they strongly encourage people to use the app whenever possible. I think that's handier, but I think there is a phone call through the guidance center that people can call as well.
We can go like Twin Oaks, some of us, and kind of go through the process with the people, because I agree with what he said. My father-in-law had a cell phone for years, and it was hello, goodbye. Nothing else.
Well, when my mom lived at Twin Oaks, the general public transportation bus would not pick her up there. So this would be a benefit to her, even though she moved to Leavenworth now, but yeah.
And as we get closer, I mean, we can talk to the folks in Leavenworth and the guidance center about any tricks of the trade that they have as far as rolling it out. Because I know the guidance center wants it to be successful, so they talked about, coming to community events and passing out flyers with QR codes and things like that. So, so I think they're already brainstorming the best way to roll it out. But anyway, so that's been going on. So that would be a consideration in this summer's budget if we want to do that. Like I said, for 2026, it'd be a 4-month expense where we'd need to find the funds for it. But for 2027, we'd need to budget for that this summer. So.
Well, it's worth a shot.
Yes.
Yeah.
We won't know it unless we try it. And I think I've said this before, and I'll say it again. We've got a lot of programs for kids with the library and Parks and Rec, and the library has things for adults. And if we're lacking anywhere in services, it's to the seniors and the handicapped. And the seniors that have been in this town all their life are part of the reason we're here where we are today.
Yeah, that's a good point. One last thing I wanted to mention to you guys. I've put in my report that the city's been receiving funds from the nationwide fentanyl settlement. And so we can use those funds for things that help combat the fentanyl crisis and things like that. Somebody reached out to us from the Leavenworth County Veterans Treatment Court, and I think their grant funding that originally started the Leavenworth County Veterans Treatment Court is starting to expire. So there's going to be some funding shortfalls. So she had reached out if we could utilize any of our fentanyl funds to help offset their budget shortfalls. I think she'd be open to speaking to you guys at some point about the Leavenworth County Veterans Treatment Court and how this could be beneficial to it. So far, we've used those funds for mobile radios, defibrillators. I'm trying to think, those are kind of the main things I think we've spent it on. But we've tried to utilize it for those types of things. That way, we're not spending money out of the general fund for radios and defibrillators. If we can use that out of the fentanyl money, it's kind of separate, and we're not hitting our taxpayers for that. But if you guys are open to it, I could invite her to come to the council meeting, and she could talk to you guys and give you guys a request to utilize some of our fentanyl funds to offset the budget shortfalls for the Leavenworth County Veterans Treatment.
Do we know the total of the funds yet?
Hey, Tim, if I can interject something real quick.
Yeah.
I did speak with one of the members on the VCT panel today who indicated that the funds, I guess, run at the end of the year. So January 1st, they will no longer have a budget, to my understanding. I don't know if that depletes all the funds, but at least the grant only goes through the first of the year, my understanding. So anyway, just food for thought. So they're coming up for, I guess another 8 months, and then they're going to be in a situation where to carry on, they're going to probably need some funds.
Yeah. That was my understanding too. There's different categories that the funds can be used for. So, I mean, I think it could be as little as $8,000, or it could be as much as 20 or 30. However, please keep in mind, if the more we allocate to this, the less we have for mobile radios, defibrillators, things like that. And like I said, the reason we coded those things to that fund was so we wouldn't be spending our tax dollars necessarily on those types of things. So it's something to keep in mind. Yeah, Greg.
And Tim, I think Ms. Huggins would be able to speak obviously more to this, but just so the council's aware that all the services that are provided to the VTC court, that is all the counseling, all the type of treatment that is paid by that's picked up by the federal system, like the VA, things of that nature. So they're not asking for money for that particular kind of treatments and things like that. But I'm sure Ms. Huggins can fill you guys in on everything.
Yeah.
Let's get her down here.
Yeah. Okay. That's all I've got.
All right, thanks, Tim. Start the council members. Pete, you're up first.
Nothing for you, sir.
Chris?
I received an email from, I emailed her and told her what you had put in your notes, Tim, and about, following up with the trash. And she said she was like, thank you, like just surprised that like we actually listened, and hoping we hold everybody accountable. It was just amazing that we addressed it. And then her last sentence was, I'm very happy to live in Lansing. So I thought it was pretty cool, and I wanted to share that with everyone.
Great.
Tony, thank you for the tour, for the homeschool group. People they won't stop talking about it. You and your team did an amazing job, and I just wanted to publicly say thank you for you and your team for doing what you do. And Jeanette, the comp plan, you're not the only person that has said, hey, why wasn't I? I would like to voice my opinion. And I'm not sure if that's something that we can, I'm not sure if people can just show up to the meeting, the meetings when we have them. I'm not sure, Tim, but I mean, several people have said, I'd like to sit in on those. I'd like to, have my voice heard.
Yeah.
But what do you cut it off?
Yeah, I think there's.
Would it be, it's public funding, so it should be a public meeting.
Yeah, I think there's 16 or 17 people right now, and Josh can elaborate a little bit more, but I think there was the balance of when it gets too big, you have some people who don't talk as much. And I think when it's a smaller-ish size, there's a better chance of people to participate. I don't know if this came up too. There's currently, I think, 2 members of the Planning Commission who are on there and 3 councilmen, so I think that was a consideration as well. Having business owners on there. There were a lot of considerations, I think, that went into it. Josh, anything else you want to add?
I just want to say that we're going to make every, part of our scope that we agreed to at the beginning of the year for the cost of the comp plan involves public outreach. We're going to have a project website where we're going to be able to receive comments that say, hey, we need to fix this corner, or this area of town should be higher density residential or commercial or industrial, or whatever it may be. We're going to have a number of open community events to come and, again, receive the feedback, because the more feedback we get, the better this plan is going to be. The more likely,
absolutely.
The more likely we're going to be able to reach consensus on a vision for the city. And so those opportunities are coming. Just during the first phase of it, we were. Like Tim said, we had the 17 to 19 people on the advisory committee. The advisory committee is smaller, as was recommended by folks who do this on a day-to-day basis through Confluence. And so glad that there are people involved who want to be involved, and we will give them opportunity. So for that type of thing, I would, if you guys are getting those comments, send them my way. We will be giving them opportunity, and I would be glad to be able to connect them with the opportunities to jump in there. So.
Thanks, Josh. And the last thing I have is there was someone that got hit on a bicycle at Mary Ann, Maine, and they were asking about how do they retrieve footage from the camera that's there. I believe that's DOT, isn't it? Is that Department of Transportation?
Is that Operation Greenlight? So
There's no camera at Mary? Oh, okay, all right.
And if there is, there's no footage on it because they don't keep recording on that. That's like a traffic scout camera. They don't record off of it. They just
Okay.
so they can see traffic flow.
Appreciate it, thank you. That's all I have.
Cool. Rebecca?
I'm sorry for the families with the Oracle layoffs. So sorry for our community if it hurt anyone. And then also my love and prayers go out to the Stockman family who lost a good person this week. Just wanted to share that. Thank you guys.
Kevin?
Yes, a while back we had a resident that had an issue, and I contacted Mike, and it couldn't be remedied until the weather broke. Well, the weather broke. They were out there. They responded, and he said he had a chance to talk to Kenny for a while, and he was very appreciative of the response, the work that was done, and the communication or the conversation that he had with Kenny. So appreciate the effort from the city on that issue. And Terry, congratulations, you're going to Phoenix. Yes. Is that where it is? You're one of 150 leaders throughout the country that got invited to a Institute of Museum and Library Services. Yes. So congratulations and well deserved, and I hope you have a good time. That's all I have.
I'm going to take this opportunity again to remind everybody. So many times I hear people say, I don't know, I didn't hear, whatever. Facebook, Instagram, or PIO person is doing a great job on getting everything on Facebook. If you want to know what's current, you can get a hold of her and get the Friday afternoon e-blast. At some point, and I'm probably going to make some people mad, but at some point, it's your responsibility to find out what's going on. In today's age, there's no reason not to know. And I'll leave it at that.
Jesse?
I agree, Gene. I was just talking with someone yesterday, the day before, and I said something about why do we still print the connection, and I discussed how some older people still want it, and they said, well, it's not online. I said, really? I pulled it up on my phone in about 2 seconds. They were like, didn't even know that was there. So.
I mean, it's there. And again, my hat's off to Diane, who's just putting stuff out all the time.
Absolutely.
But it's good stuff. It's relative stuff. It's important stuff. And it's really easy to find out what's going on, folks. Not that hard to do.
I'd also like to congratulate the graduates who graduated from the Citizens Academy. That's just your first step in your political career, so get ready. So.
You notice they didn't hang around.
Right?
Well, you're here all the time.
John's still here too. But anyway, the light over there at Mary and Main was messed up. I noticed at night it was kind of acting kind of wonky, and I spoke to Mike about it. Mike went over there, figured out it was a button issue, took care of it right away, got the state, got a new button put on that thing. It's fixed. Beautiful work. So I thank you for that, doing that, Mike. Or Kenny. And Kenny. Entire street department. Appreciate that. So that's all I've got, Mayor.
Oh, wow.
Well, I make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion and a second. Call roll.
Wait. Who made the motion?
Jesse made the motion, Kevin seconded.
Okay. Mr. Robinson?
Yes.
Mr. Pierce?
Yes.
Mrs. Hatcher?
Yes.
Mr. Gardner?
Yes.
Mr. Kirby?
Just because we haven't heard it tonight, no.
No. Mr. Kowalewski?
Yes.
Mr. Garvey?
Yes. Only because he noted. Anyway, good.
Yeah.